Don't be so the smart as your past be. As I take my time and sing reality. In a struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why some people that they cannot ever move? All we need is a great nation, which is Biafra in our world today. All we need is to be free, freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see now, so me I used to talk them. Shy as I talk them now, so you go understand them. Chukurabiama is my backbone forever. If you like it, make it there, just talk about it, We are Biafrans. We are the one make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make it. We're serving now all our issue will make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are Biafrans. We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make it. We're serving all our future will make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are Biafrans. We are the world, make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make it. We're serving now all our issue will make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are Biafrans. We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it. We're saving our lives. Issue will make a better day, just you and me. See, we up in Nigeria, we Biafra. Them they carry our money in the area. Let no one know if we done trouble. All I want to let them know it's what's up. You got them it on our side. Everybody will want try go upside. And that was an Azukilishi. Them leave us for water. But up on the machine. I make it put our hands together so that we can fight to them together. We are Biafrans. We are the world, make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we make it. We're serving now all our issue will make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are Biafrans. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it.
Allow me to worship Chukwukika Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. Umu Chineke. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, if we came amara n'ime ndụ ụmụ gị niile ndị IPOB, n'ebe niile dị iche iche ruo ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ka ịdị mma gị na ebere gị biko gbaso ha ụbọchị ile nke ndụ ha. Ọkwa asụsụ eluigwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living, that they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer now and always because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Abiama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting, we have prayed in your name. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Good evening, Biafrans and wonderful people. I welcome you this evening. It is Biafra Radio. We are live, we are direct, and of course, today is the 21st day of February, the year of our Lord 2024, and the time standing here at 9:54 p.m. in the evening. And of course, my name's Barrister Onuoha. And of course, we welcome you wherever you are this evening, hearing the sound of my voice. It should be 8:54 minutes or thereabouts in Biafra land. And of course, it is an emergency broadcast, and we apologize for the short notice, but of course we have to do. Remember, we are soldiers, we are warriors, and we are always on our toes. We did not schedule, of course, to come this earlier, but of course, indeed so. It is something that we have to do and something we must do. All right, once again, I welcome you wherever you are. If you have joined us, please share the broadcast around all platform and invite everybody to join us this evening. This evening, I will be having the finance head of IPOB Worldwide, Wanda Nenayanya. She will be addressing Biafrans this evening on a very, very important issue for that matter. And of course, this is why we have come this evening. Once again, I want to welcome you. My name is Barrister Onuoha. It is late night here on Biafra Radio, where we worship Elohim, where we worship Chukwu Okikabiama. And we don't want to waste your time because we want to, of course, go straight to the point. And of course, the point this evening is ushering Wanda Nayanya on the platform so that she can speak to Biafrans all around the world. All right, let me see if I've got Wanda Nayanya on the line. Wanda, can you hear me? Good evening and welcome to the program.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you. I don't know if you can
All right, Biafrans are listening, and we welcome you to Late Night with Barrister Onuoha. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Barrister, for this short notice, and you were able to anchor this program. Good evening from Germany. Good evening, Biafrans, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, including our well-wishers, IPOB family members around the world. I welcome you all to this live broadcast today, the 21st of February, 2024, and it's a Wednesday, the day of the Lord. I thank you all for tuning in. My name is Neneyanya. By the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am the head of finance of IPOB Worldwide. This evening, before I go on, we want to thank Chukwu Kikabiama for life today. Thank him for the life of our Supreme Leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and for others who are working assiduously for the restoration of Biafra. We thank God for keeping us alive. And as you all know, on Monday, the 26th of February, 2024, which is this coming Monday, is our Onyendu's court case. Forget about what the newsans are talking about. Anybody that wants our leader to be released, anybody that have the love of Biafra will be looking forward to this court case on the 26th. So forget about those town criers who are busy trying to confuse people. The court case is going ahead as planned. And by the special grace of Chukwu Abiyama, God will show himself that day. I also want to use this opportunity to remind us about our upcoming fundraising, the third one, which is coming up on the 24th of February 2024, which is a Saturday, this coming Saturday. This is the third worldwide fundraising. This time it will be hosted by IPOB in the USA. So endeavor to tune in, log in, and join us. It's not USA only, but it's worldwide, but will be hosted by USA IPOB there. Join, log in, the ID number is there, the password number is also everywhere in our flyers, everywhere is being shared. Endeavor to share it if you have not done so. Invite your friends, your co-workers, your family members, everybody is invited. What we are here is humanitarian work. We want to restore back our dignity. That's why we are here. Endeavor to do that and join us. There's something very important I would like to point out this evening. You know, there are some people that actually you won't hear their voice anywhere, be it on radio or anywhere. But actually, They are the dangerous ones. I'm just going to mention one or two tonight. As we all know, IPOB was set up in the United Kingdom, where our leader resides. It was registered in the United Kingdom. So we all expected that IPOB Europe would be actually leading this struggle. They're supposed to be the ones leading it, especially now that our leader is in DSS. But what happened? We all know what is going on. In case you don't know, I'm going to say it tonight. They failed us, and we hold responsible the European rep, Austin Abani, and Chika Poli Doziem, and others. But these two, they have a question to answer. We hold them responsible because I also reside in Europe. Other countries, they have formed their cabals, tried everything to destroy the struggle. We are still standing. But for Europe, where the whole thing started, and where our leader also resides, and the European rep, Austin Abani, with Chike Doziem, destroyed IPOB in Europe. Ever since Austin Abani was made European rep, as far as I know, all the countries under his jurisdiction in Europe were all handed over to him by the then European rep. So how many countries have joined since he became the European rep? Practically none. We were thinking Romania was with us or Poland, but they whistled away because Abani was busy gossiping, forming cabals left and right and center. He formed cabal in Germany, in Italy, in United Kingdom, and elsewhere. I'm saying this tonight because I know most of us expected Europe to be at the forefront of this, myself, and I'm sure others. But we were really disappointed. They disappointed us, and they have a question to answer. All the countries in Europe, over 22, were all handed over to him. Nothing. We used to do demonstration. We go to United Kingdom, to United States, United Nations, European Parliament. But ever since Abani became the European rep, what has happened? Nothing, except forming cabals, looking for accounts. How much do Switzerland contribute? How much do they contribute when they were still paying to Germany? Or he and the Doziem and the others were busy fighting in Naya, looking for accounts to close, opening accounts everywhere. Abani failed. You will never hear him come on air to speak, but he's devil. He destroyed Europe. Even in 2015 and 2016, 2017, it was not like this. It was not like this. Europe is supposed to be at the forefront of this struggle. Knowing that the whole thing started in Europe before others joined. Those of us that have been here since 2012, I know we started here in Europe. but he destroyed it because they had another agenda. Look at where we are today. And you think Onyendu will be happy with them? Of course not. If you listen to, there is one broadcast Nazezumezu played the other day. That was in Switzerland. During that meeting, Onyendu addressed us in Geneva. During that meeting, I was there. Idrissam was there. That is why whenever our leader visits any country and he makes any statement or he preaches, listen attentively and mark the country where he made that statement. Something will definitely happen. During that day, that speech, Onyendu said, some of you here may grow tired. I remember that very day. Some of you may fall by the roadside. And some of you will allow evil spirit to get into you, but it will not stop coming on Biafra. That was in Geneva. And what happened today? Idrissam resides in Switzerland. Abanyim resides in Switzerland. And that's exactly where our leader made that statement. That's why whenever our leader makes any statement, listen to it and mark the country where he made that statement. Something must happen. And that's exactly what we are seeing. They failed. Destroyed IPOB in Europe. Upon all the countries we have in Europe, only few in Italy, handful in United Kingdom, and Germany that are paying to where they are supposed to pay. Maybe Germany is added because I reside in Germany. And Kingsley Cannon also reside in Germany. Maybe that's why. Maybe Germany also would have been amongst those that will fall apart. Very, very sad. Both of them, both Chika Paul Edoziem and Austin Abani, they reside in Switzerland. And that's where our leader made a statement. Now look at what happened. They owe us an explanation. I'm not saying that other countries are still standing, no. But I mean, everything started here in Europe. And look at where we are. Little did I know that they had a plan. Now I'll give you another point again that made me say that Abani and Edoziem failed us and others. But these two, this one is European rep and the other one, wherever he is. A big disappointment. Now I'll come to a receipt. In the issue of receipt, in Biafra land, every state were printing their own receipt. They will call it Anambra, Imo, Abia, and so on and so forth. But finance department, we changed it. I said, no, we are IPOB one family. There must be unity. So every state printing their own receipt was stopped. We now decided to print the receipt in central, one source, and then distributed to the different states. Onyendu approved it, and the receipt was printed. They used Waybill to send it to the different states. Now, how did that went along in diaspora? In diaspora, the finance department designed a receipt and approved by Onyendu. And I gave her the samples to all these continental reps in Europe. Continental reps around the world. I gave them the samples that they should send it to the national coordinators, and each country will print their own receipts. The only difference is that it will be indigenous people of Biafra, United Kingdom, indigenous people of Biafra, Italy, indigenous people of Biafra, Germany, so on and so forth. All the continental reps went along with it. Asia, Africa, Canada, United States, so on and so forth. The only country that did not go with that receipt was Europe. Abani was against it. Onyendu was still with us, not yet in DSS. Abani refused. So when other countries printed theirs, they will send me the sample. I will check if it is correct. I will say, go ahead, they printed it. They all have it. Whether they didn't use it or not, but they all have it. I now ask Abani, what happened? I've not seen anything from Europe. He said, yeah, the receipt wants that he wants his signature to be inscribed on the receipt. So, why? He said, yeah, the before receipt we had in Europe that Uchenna Sebu's signature was inscribed on it, and then I asked him, where is Uchenna Sebu today? Where is he? Uchenna Sebu is no longer with us. I said the defense fund receipt that I have, that was issued to me in 2014. I said, Uchenna Sebu's signature is there. A dozen signatures is inscribed. When I mean inscribed, you all know what it is. That means that signature is in there. I said, no. He said, why? I said, because Onyendu has abolished the inscription of signatures on our receipt. I said, number two, we are in freedom fighting. This is not a central bank where directors will be writing, inscribing their signature. I said, it's not acceptable. He left. He came back again. He said, why can't we leave the defense fund for the signature to be there? And then the monthly dues, we can leave it, no signature. I said, it's not going to happen. I said, because Uchenna Sebu's signature was inscribed on this receipt, he's gone. Now you want your own there because you signature, because the dozen signature was inscribed. Now you want your own. Now, if you leave now, another person comes in, then the finance department will start struggling now to change it. I said, we are in freedom fighting. No receipt will have anybody's signature inscribed on it. I said, even myself, as head of finance, I don't have my signature inscribing any receipt. He left. They went and had their meeting and came back again. He said, DOS and Edosium has approved. I said, you don't seem to get it. I said, Onyendu has abolished it. And Onyendu's directive is final. I said, oh, you want me to discuss with Onyendu again? He said, no. I said, Onyendu's decision is final. I say Onyendu made it clear in one of our DOS meetings that no finance matters should be discussed in DOS. Any financial matters should be taken to our sister. She is the one in charge of finance. She takes decision on that. Because that day somebody brought the issue of finance in DOS. Onyendu stopped it. I said, you went there, weren't you? He said, yes. I said, Abani, you cannot tell me how DOS is wrong. Because I was already in DOS when you were a zonal coordinator in Switzerland. So you can't teach me what I know. I say, stay clear. No signature will be inscribed on it. One signature for defense fund and for everything. He went back. They had another meeting. He came back again. He said, but we have made deposits. I said, oh, you've made deposit for the receipt. Go back and collect your money. I said, you will not. As long as this IPOB is concerned, there will be no receipt with anybody's signature inscribed on it. I said, go back and deliver my message. I said, that's only this word. It's abolished. It's now in the dustbin of history. No more. Now, why am I saying this? I'm just trying to calculate to you for you to know. You will never see him come on air to speak, but he is the evil one behind the scene. So you find out that in the whole of Europe, it's only United Kingdom that followed the receipt approved by only the United Kingdom and Italy. That's why you see they were going after Mazuguru, because he printed the receipt. And United Kingdom, the then national coordinator, printed the receipt. Those are the two countries. Even Germany, where I reside, they didn't even print it. They didn't use that format. I never knew that they had their plans. That was what happened in Europe. That's why immediately our leader was rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. Then now came after Mrs. Anya. Because that issue, for me not allowing and for me to say, they felt that I was the one, that I'm just using Onyendu. The thing is that when Onyendu says no, it remains no. So because he felt that I denied him his signature in any receipt, he felt bitter. That's why they started fighting in Nanya. So they don't have receipt. They didn't use the format receipt. They didn't print it. The one approved by Onyendu because they wanted to make money. He wanted his signature inscribed on receipt that Nanya will be issued to Nanya. Now look at where we are today. That is it. No country in Europe. But you never hear him come on air. He formed cabal everywhere. Problem they have in Italy, he is behind it. In the United Kingdom, he is behind it. I'm really not happy because it was not like this in 2015. Europe should have been in the forefront of this struggle for the mere fact that our leader also resides in Europe. And the whole thing started here in Europe. They all have questions to answer when our leader comes out. A lot of damage they did to this quest for freedom. Maybe they think because they are in DOS, they now have privilege. No, it's voluntary. They forgot that this assignment that we have, this post, is for 6 months and renewable if you perform well. It's not a lifetime thing. You only remain there when you perform, when you carry out the instruction of Onyendu, when you follow the IPOB code of conduct. But they think that being in DOS, they're exempted. Nobody is exempted, including myself. This is what I wanted to tell Biafrans this evening. That the Europe is what it is today down is these two men, Edozien and Abani, and others, but those are the ones. And they both reside in Switzerland. What is their plan? Already we know. Already we know. No receipts, no new countries. Even the one handed over to him, he can't even manage it. Sad. But I thank God that very soon, by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, our leader will soon come out. No receipt. Nobody's signature will be there. Nobody. That was in the past. It's now in the dustbin of history. Never again that anybody's signature will be inscribed on any receipt in IPOB. When we restore Biafra, they can do what they want to do. But we are in freedom fighting. So I told him that the receipt, so this receipt is for both defense fund, which we call freedom and cultural levy, or any monthly dues or any levies, one single receipt. And that's the way it is. Every continental rep accepted it. Every country accepted it, with exception of Europe. Once again, our fundraising is coming up on the 24th of February 2024, this coming Saturday, and our Orange court case is coming up on Monday, the 26th. We will overcome. Thank you, Barrister Onuoha, for giving me this thing, because I felt it is important that I make these points clear to Biafrans.
Thank you very much, Mwadane Nyanya. And of course, we welcome that. And I'm sure Biafrans also welcome that. Thank you very much for coming up this evening. I remain blessed.
Thank you.
All right, that was the voice of IPOB Finance Head Worldwide. Mwadane Nyanya, of course, addressing Biafrans on the issue that are facing us as Biafrans. And of course, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. I mean, I think the worst mistake that the people who believe they are in charge made was to invade the finance of IPOB. The worst mistake they made was to invade the purse of IPOB. The worst mistake they made was their inability to separate administration from finance. Because you cannot jump from one position to another. You cannot leave what is assigned to you to do and jump into another person's environment and expect things to be the way they should be. Absolutely not. We have leaders, we have DOS members, we have coordinators, we have reps of different countries. And when you maintain your position, when you maintain your position, the position assigned to you in terms of IPOB code of conduct, things will run smoothly. The problem we are having in IPOB today started the day they invaded our purse. Let me repeat, maybe you did not get it right. The problem we are having today as a people, as an organization, as a freedom fighting outfit was the day those who were assigned to look after what we are doing decided to invade our purpose. Now, the question is, what is the motive behind that? What is the motive? Because anytime people in power decide to invade a territory that is unusual to them, when they decide to invade a territory that has nothing to do with their job description, there's always a problem. I will give you an example of the former president of the zoo called Muhammad Buhari. When he was about to leave power, what did he do? He decided that he wants to change the currency of the zoo. Why? Because Buhari wants to settle his boys. Buhari wanted to accumulate more cash, more fund before he leave office. And people were thinking, because you ask yourself, what was the motive of changing currency when an administration is about to leave office? It doesn't make sense. But it made sense to people like us who understand investigation. It made sense to people like us who studied forensic in the university. I realized, I even wrote something about it. I said to the people, how gullible, how stupid can you all be that a president who have about barely 6 months to leave office is printing new naira currency, changing the currency, and you people think that is for the best? They even say that no, it's because we don't want buying of votes. We want a smooth and free election. That is how stupid the zoo can be. And they bought it. But the real reason why Buhari invaded the finance of the zoo, using the fact that he's about to print new currency, was because he wants to satisfy himself. He wants to carry, he wants to steal as much fund as possible. Why am I using this analogy? I'm using this analogy because, just like Wandani Nyanya touched on, as soon as Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was incarcerated, what did these people do? They invaded IPOB finance. It's like invading the treasury of a country. It's like a president invading a treasury of a country. It's like the parliament, the House of Assembly, invading the treasury of a country, knowing fairly well that even in every country, there are ministers of finance, there are central banks, and those places are no-go areas for the executives. It is a no-go area for the executive. There's what you call separation of power. There is what you call separation of power. Is this how we are going to run Biafra? Is this how we are going to run Biafra when we get Biafra? That even somebody who is in power, somebody who is in authority, will decide, oh, today I'm going to invade Central Bank of Biafra. Today I'm going to give a directive where Biafra money must be going to. Today I'm going to give an instruction. I'm going to make an order that they start printing more notes. Is that how we're going to run the new Biafra? Because people might say, we are still a freedom fighting outfit. We have not gotten Biafra yet. Of course, we have not gotten Biafra yet. But the things you are doing now explain. As na na-esi n'isi ahịrị n'ụtọ nsị, a na-esi n'isi ahịrị mana ka nsị si atọ. Because what we are displaying now shows the kind of people we have at the helm of authority. People who are ready to do the undo. People who are seeking opportunity. Any slight opportunity they get, they strike. So now you tell me. So the only place that these people saw that they can attack in their own view that is so vulnerable is IPOB finance. And people never pause for a second and ask themselves a question and say, but why IPOB finance? We have other departments that need a makeover. We have other departments in IPOB that need a revamp, but they never touch that. We have our national, executives. We have our, zonal executives that need a revamp, a facelift. Now and then, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will overhaul some national, executive of some country in order to get a better administrative people working in it. But these people did not think about that. To them, it doesn't matter. It's not important. What is important to them is IPOB finance, because everybody is getting their own fair share. People are giving a false quotations. People are bringing a false quotation to the finance team. When they bring a false quotation and the finance team queries that quotation and say, but this is too expensive, then it becomes a problem. Then it becomes, Wadane Nyanya must go because she did not give me the money I want. That she did not give me how much I want. They want, when they bring a quotation, it should not be queried. It must be paid immediately. That is the reason why they invaded the finance. People who are in charge of the radio, the former Radio Biafra, they will bring their own quotation. Well, we want to pay for this, we want to pay for that. We need 10,000 US dollars. I'm giving an example. And then Wadane would dare not query that figure. She dare not query that figure that was presented to her. She must pay it up. She must bring the money. She must clear the check. She must sign it off. And if she dare queries that amount, then Wadane must go. She's a criminal. There's a king we used to have in my village when we were growing up. So he used to say something and we made fun of it. But at the end of the day, now that I'm older, I begin to realize what this king was saying. He said, when you catch a thief and you don't catch what the thief stole, that means that thief is free. You cannot say that somebody is a thief and you're not showing us what the person stole. That means you are the thief and not the person you are accusing. Because that is what we call law of evidence. Law of evidence means if you say that somebody committed an offense or a crime, you should be able to substantiate your allegation. A mere yap. But yet you are not giving us any proof to that effect. It means you are the real thief and you are the real sabo. Why is IPOB finance an issue? I'm asking people. Because if you say that the finance team are embezzling money, the finance team are stealing money, fair enough. But why don't you bring a statement of an account and show Biafrans where you are coming from, the reason why you are alleging what you are alleging? You cannot just come out and say that the finance team are thieves, the head of finance is a criminal. My goodness me, that is deformation of character. If you cannot substantiate such a hefty allegation, you are talking to learned men. You are talking to learned men, people who are doctors, people who are lawyers, people who are engineers, IT specialists, people who are in different disciplines. Just because we are doing IPOB, and people assume that everybody in IPOB are, I don't know, they are fools, they don't have brain, they cannot reason. You tell them whatever you tell them, then they must digest it. No, it's not true. It does not work like that. Even some of us that have worked in a corporate environment for years, when they say there is an investigation because you are abusing the company credit card, they need to come up with a proof. They will come up with that credit card statement, and they think, okay, you spent 20,000 US dollars on so dates in America. How did you come about it? What was that expense for? If you cannot explain yourself, if you cannot explain that expenses or expenditure, then it means you have embezzled the money. You cannot come and say to somebody, because you are using the company's credit card For that reason, you're a thief. It does not work like that. You need to be able to substantiate an allegation. And if you cannot substantiate an allegation, you that is making that allegation is the thief. It's as simple as that. Onyendoma's Nnamdi Kanu was rendition. Onyendoma's Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and rendition. And what did the first thing people did? To invade IPOB finance. To destroy all the institution Onyendoma's Nnamdi Kanu has instituted. To destroy all the protocol, all the policies of IPOB, all the information that are contained in the code of conduct of IPOB. They destroyed it. Why are they destroying it? Because they know in order for them to embezzle fund, in order for them to steal, they have to destroy the code of conduct so that there will not be any laws, there will not be any rules. It will become simply a banana republic where you do as you like, where you steal, and nobody will say, according to section 1, 2, 3, 4, you are guilty, because there will not be any law to judge them. You went to Italy. You destroy whatever has been laid there. Now, mind you, whatever has been laid down in Italy was not laid down by whoever is in charge of Italy. Rather, the person who is in charge of Italy is following a laid down rules that has been there before most of us joined IPOB. Why would you destroy something you did not build? I said, why would you destroy something you did not build? If there is a code of conduct in IPOB and you are a leader, you are a DOS member, you are anything you are, a national coordinator, your job is very simple. I said, your job is very simple. To implement that code of conduct, that is your job. It's like a magistrate or a high court judge. You don't create laws. Rather, you implement what has been instituted in a constitution, what has been enshrined in the constitution of a country. You don't go to high court and begin to create your own laws because you're a judge. No, it does not work like that. Because Gimeya, lawyers, for advocates, for because they also know the law. They went to law school, they studied the constitution, they studied the law. They will counter you and you will be disgraced. And then you as a leader, you come to IPOB, where there is a laid down policy, where there is a laid down principle. And I'm talking a laid down policies and principle laid down by the person who instituted this organization, by the catalyst of everything, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is the one that instituted all the national accounts, all the procedure, whereby the finance of IPOB will flourish and operate. Just because he is temporarily in custody, you decide, oh, he is not around. Let me steal as much as I can before he comes out. And how do you steal as much as you can? By first of all destroying the code of conduct. When somebody who claims to be a leader comes out and tell you, oh, let's forget about this code of conduct. We need to improvise. We need to do it differently. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not around, there is no need for us to continue to pursue this code of conduct. We need to come up with our own ways of doing things. If you are a human being, if you have brain left in your skull, it should be a red flag. It should be a red flag that you are dealing with criminals. It's as simple as that. Because an honorable man, a man with pure hands and clean hands, will not touch the law that is workable. He will not touch the law that is working. Why would you destroy something that is working? If it's not broken, why fix it? I'm asking, if it is not broken, why fix it? Have we ever had problems with regards to IPOB finance before? Absolutely not. We have not. And people came and create this fictitious alarm for nothing. A fictitious alarm. How did they start? Oh, she doesn't bring out money. She is starving the ESN. Whenever we ask her to bring money for ESN, she refuses. We ask her to bring money for radio, she refuses. That was a false alarm, fictitious alarm to create a panic among our people, even when there is no panic, just to let them believe that there is problem in our finance. Yet there is an ulterior motive. I said, yes, they had their ulterior motive. Why creating this fictitious panic? They want to invade the finance of IPOB. They want to invade our treasury. They want to invade our money. It's as simple as that. People never ask themselves that question. Since we started running Biafra Radio, I want you to pay close attention. Since we started running Biafra Radio, I realized that it doesn't take that much to run a radio. It does not take that much to run a radio. It takes money. It takes money, but not that much. Yet people have been defrauding this struggle all these years in the name of being in charge of a radio. People have been defrauding this struggle in the name of being in charge of this and that and that. They will write over bloated receipt, over bloated invoice, and they forward it to the finance team. And if finance team dare query that receipt, of course, the finance team have the right to query an invoice, a receipt that you send through to them. They have to vet it. They have to investigate. If they are not satisfied, they have the right to ask questions. But dare not query any invoice or receipt passed through to her. She must just pay. She must just sign it off. And yet, these are dead man's money. These are dead man's money. I said it is a blood money. It is not one Nyanya's money. It is not my money. Neither it is your money. We are put in a place to protect something that belongs to all of us. But a few people decide that they are clever. But my people are gullible. My people are so gullible, it's not funny. They will come to this platform and hear me saying this thing. A wise man will just keep short and listen and digest what I'm saying. Think about it and see if I'm talking rubbish or not. But my people will just come here, they will not even listen. They will start swearing, they will start cursing, because my people are gullible. My people are lame. My goodness me. May God help us. Because kanama jagaba. We are asking for freedom. We are asking for Biafra. Do you really deserve it? Do you really deserve it? The way people are behaving, the way you people are behaving, do you really deserve it? Some people will come on Facebook and do gara, do amanse, and they will get followers. Then the next month, they will show their true colors. They will show their true colors. And you call yourself freedom fighters? There are some of us that has been around. We don't showcase, we don't show off. Let your work speak for you. I say, let your work speak for you. My name's Barrister Onuoha. My work spoke for me. My work continued to speak for me. I've been around, I've contributed, and I keep on contributing to this restoration effort. Special broadcast, you start talking rubbish. All important broadcasts, you come here and I call people talking junk every day in the name of freedom. Confusing people, confusing the gullibles among us. Kill this person, kill that person. That's the kind of rubbish and junk that you digest every day on the so-called radio. This is the rubbish you listen to every day. And you say this is freedom fighting? If this was how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing it, I don't think I would be a member of IPOB. No, never. If this was the junk and rubbish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was dishing out, I wouldn't have joined IPOB. How did I join IPOB? I listened. I loved. I digest. It was powerful. It was stupendous. And I embraced it. And I joined IPOB. Can you imagine if it was this day? What is floating around? The junk that is floating around that people are broadcasting everywhere, Facebook, radio. Do you think I will ever join IPOB? Come on, I've got something more important to do with my time than to join that rubbish. Some of us are not stupid. Some of us are well endowed. Some of us are educated. In order to convince us, you need to give us something. I said, in order to convince us, you need to give us something. Something tangible. You need to give us something that stands alone. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the man. And whole year he gave it to me. I listened to him. I digested it. It was powerful. It was so sweet that I cannot say no. Then I put my finger and put my pen on the paper. I signed on the dotted line to be a member of IPOB, not the scrap that they're talking these days. You see, the Nigerian government does not need to do more to destroy IPOB. I said the Nigerian government does not need to do more to destroy IPOB. As a matter of fact, they are just sitting, watching, smiling, because the fools among us are doing it for them. I said the fools among us are doing the job for the Nigerian government. You know, when our leader was around, our problem was how to protect ourselves from the enemies. How to protect Radio Biafra then from the enemies. How to protect our satellite stations, how to protect every institution of Biafra and IPOB from our enemies. The Nigerian government spent millions. I say they spent millions trying to hijack Radio Biafra. The Nigerian government spends millions to destroy our finance. But do you know what? You know, the Nigerian government does not even need to spend a dime in destroying IPOB. I said the Nigerian government does not even need to spend a dime in destroying IPOB. They don't need to spend 1 cent in destroying Radio Biafra. They don't even need to spend a dime in destroying our finance, because the fools among us are doing it for them. Some are doing it freely, some are paid. And the Nigerian government are just sitting, watching, enjoying. Who have bewitched you? Who have bewitched you? I repeat, who have bewitched you? Moses went to the mountain to bring the commandment of Elohim to the people of Israel. And when Moses left, he gave the command to Aaron. He said to Aaron, look after my people. And what did Aaron do? Oh, they shake Aaron and say, Aaron, Moses has gone. We don't know what have become of Moses. We don't even know if back again, Aaron. Make us a golden calf so that we can worship the God that we can see. We don't know about Moses. We don't know what have become of Moses. We're not even sure if Moses is coming back ever again. Aaron, prepare us a golden calf. And Aaron sheepishly and stupidly prepared a golden calf for the children of Israelites. And they bow down before the golden idol. They bow down before the golden image. They bring their gold earrings. They bring their chains, bring all their jewelries of gold and melt it and worship the golden calf. And behold, suddenly, just like the way it will happen to all of you, some of you, suddenly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will return. When you people are busy worshiping your golden idol, when you people are busy doing all manner of evil, suddenly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will return. And the day he will return, none of you will know. Only those who are to know will know. But most of you will not know, because you will look, behold, here is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine, from the DSS dungeon. You think he's going to die there? You will die first. You will die first and you will be in your grave. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out from the DSS. Because that man, you see, he is destined. He is called of Elohim. And he will finish that work that Elohim has bestowed upon him. And none of you, not even me, can stop him, because he is unstoppable. He started this effort, not you, not me. You never got the call. He got the call. He was called by Elohim and he answered. And you think somehow you will come and eat and reap where you did not sow. Never. Moses will return. I said Moses will return from the mountain. He will return because when Israel thought that Moses is not coming back, when Israel thought that Moses has disappeared, Moses returned. And God said to Moses, my people have sinned. My people have compromised. My people are worshiping golden image. My people have sinned. I want you to go, Moses. Go, because my people have sinned. And that is how God is talking to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying to him, the people that I have handed over to you, your people have sinned. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go, because Biafrans have sinned. The Aarons among them have handed them over to idols. The Aarons among them, the people that you left them under, has destroyed the sheep. They have eaten the sheep that was handed over to them. Go, Nnamdi Kanu, go and restore my people. And suddenly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will appear. And when he does, most of you will be shocked to your bone. For those of you who think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not coming back, incarceration, you will die. And he will come out. It will happen. Trust me. It will happen. Trust me. Nothing. Our leader will be free soon. And I wonder what kind of excuse they will give to him for their shameful behavior. Thank you, Sister Rachel, for reminding me that our leader will be free soon. And I wonder the kind of excuse they will give. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has endorsed, they have turned against it. Ever since I started following this struggle, following Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always stood behind Israel, next to Israel. That's where he stands. He made his stance very clear. I said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made his stand very clear. Just because he's not around, somebody have come to tell us, no, to hell with Israel. We are no longer with Israel. Who the hell are you to tell me that? Who the hell are you to make such proclamation? Did you started the struggle? Did you started IPOB? Where do you get that kind of impetus to come and tell us where we stand or where we don't stand? There is only one man. There is only one man who can say what will happen. There is only one man who will say what will go and it's go. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would tell us to do otherwise. As for me, Mazi Onuoha, I stand with Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and I stand with the state of Israel. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say otherwise. Great Biafrans, a word is enough for a wise. And this is where we will leave it because we are out of time. But before we go, we'll take a quick break. When we return, we will finalize this broadcast. Please don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Me come from the eastern side. Me come from the motherland. Them are trying to prove to me I don't know where I'm coming from. But that was the cause I know my roots. And now for the news that I'm for them. I'm unstoppable, my people unstoppable. We keep on moving forward. We keep on breathing, grinding. Oh. Freedom for my people. Freedom. Freedom for my nation. Freedom. Free minds and medical. Freedom. Freedom for my people. Freedom.
Attention, Biafrans. Attention, Biafrans. Lend me your ears for this all-important announcement. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, under the leadership of our Supreme Commander, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Banon, presents IPOB Freedom Mega Super Fundraising. Host IPOB family in USA. They are formidable. Date, Biafrans, lend me your ears, the 24th day of February, 2024, the year of our Lord. Time, 8 p.m. Biafra land time. Zoom ID. Now, take your pen and paper and pay attention. 7, 0, 5, 8, 8, 9, 7, 9, 8, 1. I repeat, 7, 0, 5, 8, 8, 9, 7, 9, 8, 1. Passcode, one word, IPOB USA. I repeat, passcode, IPOB USA. Special guest of honor, Mazikano Takano, representing the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, MNK. Guest of honor, Wadanenayanya, IPOB Head of Finance worldwide. I say worldwide. And her finance team. Account number for payment will be communicated to you on the day of the event. IPOB Freedom Mega Fundraising Ebano. Freedom is a praise. All right, thank you very much, great Biafrans, wonderful people, and of course, I thank you for joining us this evening. And this is where we are going to leave it this evening. Thank you, Mazi George Ume. Of course, he's gonna be coming back, coming on air this evening around, I think, in a couple of minutes right now. And of course, we had to chip in because it was actually an emergency broadcast on schedule for that matter. But thank you, Mazume, for bearing with us. These things happens now and then. And of course, I thank you, Biafrans, once again, and thank you for hearing the word of truth. Please keep sharing this until it gets to the ears of those who supposed to hear it. And of course, this is where I am dropping out. So thank you, Wadanina, for coming up this evening from me. And of course, from here, it is good evening. And remain blessed. See you soon.
Sing me that time for my girl, you know. Yes, Lord. We come from the eastern side. Alright. We come from the motherland. Them are trying to prove to me I don't know where I'm coming from. But that was the cause I know my roots. I know it knows that for them. I'm unstoppable, my people unstoppable. We keep on moving forward. We keep on breaking, grinding.